Okay, hello to everybody. I'm coming from Europe, Slovenia. Actually, I'm here instead of my colleague, who is CEO of the Smart City company, but I'm leading the research and development at the mother's company. So we are having SMARTIS company, which is Smart Informational Systems, which is an integrator primarily, but 1/3 of our, let's say, incomes are coming from smart city solutions or some, let's say, IoT platform solutions already. So our daughter company, SMARTIS City, is there only for representing and selling and developing smart city solutions. Our company is an SME. We are around 40 people permanently employed there, and our turnover currently is around 10 million euros yearly. So I have a really short agenda. I will stick with 10 minutes, I hope. In a short way, I will tell you what we are doing, what our platform is actually doing, because if we are talking about smart city, that's actually a big word. It's like big data. Everybody is understanding something different, I think, when we are talking about these big words. So I will tell you how we understand this, and then I will show you actually a real case, which is a demonstrational project right now in Slovenia, co-financed by European money also, and I think this will be the good basis then for a debate later on. Our smart city platform solution is our own solution, which is primarily mentioned to establish visualization of all the data possible to make mayor smart mayor. This is different. It's not vertical solution like smart mobility, smart traffic, smart lighting. We are on the top of all these verticals, trying to gather relevant data for city government to make them smarter. Through that platform and several application models we have, I can talk about models later on in the coffee break. We can approach to city governance, let's say, in the way that they are becoming more smart. One real life example, for instance, if some mayor does not understand what is smart and he wants to rebuild or close the city center, to close it for the traffic, we can offer him environmental measurement, and then we have a special, let's say, project application which gathers the environmental measurement and parameters of the infrastructural project which is closing the city center. With gathering all these different data, then he can show how he actually has improved living in the city with the infrastructural project. So our main focus really is to combine different data, add value with that, and to show this data then to the city governance. And of course, one part of application is also enabling city governance to communicate with the inhabitants, to make people stronger, to empower people, also with the projects and smart city KPIs. These three slides are slightly the same. I can talk here, for instance, our pillars are slightly different because of the reason I told you before. Energy, water, mobility, we recognize that as permanent pillars which are a problem in a city. With our governance platform, we are trying to get the data which is relevant again for the people and governance in the city and bring the data to them. And the last one, maybe the most important one, is city priorities. Usually we approach to those who are making decisions in the city, and we are building the solutions with them. We are asking them, what is the problem, how can we help you, and we are usually stay with them for several years. In that way, then we are achieving smart city solutions in the end, which are modular, and also we are enabling those who are deciding to become smart city, that they are doing that in phases and on long term. Because many times they are afraid, or they do not know how to stay behind the investment. Of course, our practice is that in the first phase, that's usually pure integration process, because you need data to measure smart city environment, and the first step usually is that you have mass of data, and actually before you are talking about the verticals, you are talking about how to integrate all the existing data already there to become smarter. Now I will skip to the real case we have. It's connected with water management vertical, but like I said, we are trying to cover all, as many as possible verticals. It's a small municipality in Slovenia. That means really small. 4,000 households only, 3,000 inhabitants, and 300 square kilometers. But this is, let's say, characteristic municipality. So usually we build pilots in small municipalities, and then when bigger towns are seeing the pilots, they are encouraged to step into the same goal. The funny thing was actually the municipality management, they decided that they will put all the responsibility for municipality to become smart to the utility. To the municipality utility, who is water utility, they have waste management, they have geographical informational system, of course, because they have a lot of infrastructure. And with that, they actually showed us that the most of data nowadays is generated in the utility premises or network, and they are right. Also, the analysis Mason shows you that the majority of end-to-end connections are coming from the utility side. Water, energy, also the infrastructure like mobility, lighting, that's all utility infrastructure. And for the vertical of water management, this small municipality decided, and we have a project there, to digitalize water company. Of course, they have installed smart meters, some meters, energy meters at the water pump. They will install smart meters at the households. They will measure how the water is going to water tanks or when to use the water tanks. But interesting is what were their actually goal. The goal was, this is main project challenges, that they have more than 30% of water loss from the system currently. That's, I think those are the numbers which are quite normal for the world. But this is really good drinking water. And this is then not good in the end. So the goal is to have, through these measurements, to find the leaking spots, and they will close or exchange some pipes in the system, and the goal is to decrease this number. And the other goal was they want to optimize the energy consumption, which is consumed at the pumps at the water source. Which is actually, I think, quite innovative, because we will correlate the certain amount of water with energy consumption in the end when the system will be closed. So we will be knowing how much energy, and that means money, is a certain amount of water. And that goes actually in the same way then the smart grids are working. Like in smart grids we have batteries, here we will have water tanks. That means that they will pump the water when the energy will be less expensive. So actually we are preparing for the grids here. And on the top of that, so all this data will be gathered to the utility side and controlled by our operational IoT platform. And some of the data which is relevant for the municipality then will be showed also to the mayor, of course, because he wants to know the quality of the water, some other parameters. This relevant data will be then shown to the city governments, and also in case of some emergencies, because sometimes you have to cook the water, you have some special situations, they will be able in real time, which means 15 minutes or half an hour, to make an alarm for the community that stop drinking water, please cook the water. Because even if the water is drinkable, the majority of time we have some thunderstorms, or if a lot of water is coming there from the Alps, then it may become that you have to cook the water. So we will improve also efficiency and satisfaction for all the people, all the community. For the end, some future work. Me primarily, I'm dealing with EU projects. We are familiar. We've been in several Horizon before FP7 projects. Our near future work is actually happening, that we will do the same with the water infrastructure vertical. We will connect smart dips, like it was presented before. We were talking a lot about the waste management. We will connect the information from the waste dips to the cloud, and then we will communicate that and optimize also the logistics of collecting the waste. So we have many experience in Horizon projects, and as an R&D manager, you can always contact me. Since we are a small country, we have small municipalities, we are really appropriate to have pilots there to show some good solutions in Europe. Yeah, that's actually what I've said before. This is our logo. It is, in Europe, it is protected. It's ours. And that's it. I hope I was not too long. Thank you.